Welcome back, my vampire brothers and sisters, to another episode of Vampyr. We are still in the hospital, so I'm just going to continue on and talk to as many people inside the hospital as I can. I feel like on the last episode I didn't commentate that much, but because we were talking to people, the game was kind of speaking for itself anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and just finish off talking to people. So we need to go in here. We haven't spoke to anyone in this room yet. So let's have a look.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see.
That still happens now, even despite the advances in medicine.
All I want is to get my bloody arm fixed properly.
Okay. So what happened to his arm then? Right, all of those are locked. See, a lot of this game so far seems to require getting a connection with the characters in the game, which requires doing like side quests and finding out stuff about characters through other characters. So, I do think this game is very conversation heavy, guys. I've definitely got that vibe so far, but personally, I don't find a problem with that because it allows me to feel more connected to the game. So hopefully you guys aren't finding all the talking too boring. My voice cracked then. I was like, you guys.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before.
Was there any kind of sick pay back then?
I'm a carpenter.
Like government-funded sick pay?
But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Or was it just like game over for someone like him? If he's got a damaged arm and he's in carpentry, then that's it, if it can't get fixed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Do we think there's a reason we can't take on the responsibility, or do you think it's because he's worried that he might be overcome with bloodlust if he's surrounded by too much blood?
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd.
I suppose we've got more important things to do.
There's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Everybody has their own ideas about how things should be done. Okay, that's exhausted, and that is as well, so that's all he has to say.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Unfinished letter. Pembroke Hospital, the 2nd of November. My dear children, sorry I did not write to you before, but it hurts like hell just to write these few words on bloody paper. Don't worry, Daddy will go out of the hospital as soon as the doctors fix his arm. In the meantime, if you need something, go see Mr. Chadwick at the construction site and tell him you are Harvey Fiddick's children. You remember Robert Chadwick? The big guy with a moustache who helped me repair the house doors last spring? Go see him and ask for a few bob. He won't refuse to spare you a few. I'm sorry I can't work anymore for now, but we'll figure out something as soon as I'm out. Don't worry, everything will be fine as soon as Daddy's arm is strong again. As soon as the doctors have fixed my arm, That's if it gets fixed, is the thing? See, by the way, guys, I did a little bit of fighting outside before I started recording this mission, so you may notice that my experience is a little bit higher, but it seems like you don't get much experience from fighting enemies. It's almost like it's pushing you towards actually feeding on people in the game, like learning about them and getting their blood quality up so that you can gain more experience. But I don't want to do that if I can help it.
As for me,
I want to be a vampire with morals of some sort. If that's at all possible.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Sorry for wasting your time, Nurse Crane. I just kind of wanted to see you briefly. Not to talk to you, just to see you, mind you.
some of the most brilliant lines in London at Pembroke.
Okay, I think that's everybody then that I've spoke to. I could be wrong because this hospital is so like overpopulated with patients that there's so many hidden in corners and stuff. But I need to go to the second floor now to find my office. I'm hoping that this place is like the main hub of operations and I can actually rest in my office as well. Okay, here's the stairs. Let's just have a look around here, see if there's any... Oh, hello! Long letter. Birmingham, the 27th of October. Why is there a big white bit of paper here? There's no picture. That's weird. I don't know if that's a glitch or not. Hello, sis. How are things in the big city? Here in Brum, things are not so good. It seems the flu is here again, and we have many new cases of infection in the neighbourhood. Do you remember Miss Sheller, the old new cases of infection? Hang on. The old drinking hag. Bloody hell. From the 3rd floor. Sorry guys, that's my dyslexia again, like jumping lines when I'm reading. She passed away 2 days ago and her flat is already occupied again. Geez, you would have to pay me a huge amount of money to go sleep in the bed in which a woman died of the flu just a few hours ago. God, you want an entire new bed. You want to burn it and get it gone and just get a new one in there. I wouldn't take the risk. No way. Sorry I did not take time to quickly answer your last letter. Between taking care of little Paul, Mum, Dad and my job at the factory, I rarely find time to write to my favourite sister. Favourite sister? Hey, you shouldn't pick a favourite sibling if you have multiple siblings. That's wrong. By the way, my son says hello to his Auntie Pippa. You should see the little bugger, already driving me mad, and Mum says you bring back some of those marvellous cakes the next time you come back home. In your last letter you told me you thought about quitting your job at the Pembroke hospital. I have to tell you, Pip, you better think twice. There are always jobs at the factory, but wages are shit, and it's as boring as a day without a shag. Oh, I have a new fiance, and no, I'm no slut, you moral bitch, you. Oh, I like this girl. If you really want to quit and do something more useful than counting the dead every morning, maybe you better stay in London and join that band you told me about. The God of Priven. Something like that. Never heard of them, but if they are, like you said, some sort of civil militia trying to make a difference, then maybe it's a good choice for you. Just be sure to let the others go in front. That's how my poor Billy got killed in France, by leading too many patrols. Bloody war. Anyway, come back as soon as you can and give me all the good news before that. I am your affectionate sister, Lucy, Paul, Mum and Dad. Okay. Right. Pippa is thinking about quitting the hospital. Maybe we can persuade her not to quit. It's cool how we can see who each person is like socializing with. Oh, there's a shiny out there. I apologise if I'm a little bit sniffly as well, guys. I think I'm coming down with a bit of a cold.
The same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
Oh, I can't get in there. Damn it. Never mind. Oh, dear.
It's locked.
Okay, that side is locked. Let's go over here. Small bottles. And that leads to outside. Actually, let's check. Yeah, it just leads to the street. That's cool. Okay, time to actually head to the office, guys. So, I was thinking about the missions because we had a little bit of an issue on the last episode where I tried to do the wrong target mission. I actually skipped back during that video and rewatched parts of it. So the enemies were quite high level to begin with. They were level 7. And then when we got to the next part of that mission, they jumped up to like level 14 and 18. So my guess is you're supposed to start these quests, but you're supposed to like do them in sections and, you know, like finish them later on when you get higher level.
Not now.
Not now. I'm busy. What? Okay, so this is the second floor, so my office has got to be around here somewhere. But obviously I'm doing a little bit of exploring as well. Why not? Oh, used hacksaw. Let's have a look. 65 damage. I wonder if that's faster than the weapon I've got. Because this is 45. That's now 65. And have I even used the bludgeon yet? I don't think I have. I like how I'm just totally looting the place as well. Hey, I need it more than some of these people. That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself. Okay, that's locked as well. Here we go, this is my office.
This must be the place. It's
Nice.
definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
That would be so cliche. No one would be allowed in this office if we actually had a coffin in here. Dear Jonathan, I asked Nurse Crane to secure an office for you on the second floor. Please forgive the austere decoration? I have no idea. Basically crap decoration, I'm assuming it means. But Pembroke Hospital is not exactly the Ritz. Sorry to let you discover your office alone, but I need to sleep a little before going back to work. I'm just a mere mortal after all. I also gave orders to let you rest and for the staff to never enter your room. Aha! Well, that's convenient, isn't it? You will be able to sleep all day without being disturbed and work at night without raising any suspicion. I'm afraid the place is quite messy, but you'll be able to conduct your experiments here at your own pace. You'll also notice there is an open window with a scaffolding that will allow you to enter or exit the hospital without being noticed. I imagine how awfully new and disturbing this all must be for you. Believe me, I have studied enough of your species to understand what you must now be facing and feeling. I even think like somebody who's studying a vampire can't truly know how a vampire feels unless they're a vampire. Like, you know, it's kind of, you know, until you've experienced it yourself, you can't really say, I understand how you feel. I don't know, I'm always careful when people are going through bad times and stuff, unless I've experienced a very similar situation, I'm always careful to say, I understand how you feel, because it can be incredibly patronising to say. Okay, blah blah blah, Be assured I'll do whatever I can to help you in this ordeal. Know that you're not completely alone facing it. I'm glad I met you. These dark times we are all presently facing. I hope our future collaboration will yield great results. Welcome to Pembroke, my esteemed colleague. We shall talk soon. Yours sincerely, Edgar Griffith Swansea. P.S. I left a copy of some of my notes concerning what I've discovered about EKONS in the last few years. Feel free to read about it if you need some guidance, as long as you don't use this knowledge to take advantage of me. Okay. So he's a little bit worried, actually. Okay, my bullets have refilled. I've got my workbench there. Article on EKONS. It is a rare opportunity and almost a privilege to approach a vampire to observe their most intriguing physical and physiological traits with a scientific and rational eye. Here are some of the most fascinating abilities I've personally observed over the last 10 years while interviewing a few vampires, or EKON as they prefer to call themselves. Okay, I've never heard of the word EKON describing a vampire before, guys. Let me know if you have in the comments. Supernatural speed. A vampire can act and move like a mortal in all his actions, but the trained eye will spot that they have the keenest senses and can react quicker than any mortal. On a few occasions, alarm, surprise, necessity to flee, I have seen a vampire move so quickly it is almost as if he had vanished just to reappear somewhere else. So that's kind of like the teleportation ability that we have. The human eye cannot follow their movements when they act so quickly, but it is not a teleport or dematerialization. Fucking hell. It is only a supernatural speed. Okay, so I need to stop calling it teleportation. I guess, like, quick step is more accurate, I suppose. For me, it is a cat-like attribute which allows them to run, dodge or jump longer and faster than us. I also notice that such speed seems to exhaust them and they are bound to physical limitations. See, this is the thing about this game. I don't feel overpowered as a vampire. I was talking about this in the comment section with Success. Shout out to Success. It seems on this game you have to manage absolutely everything. So you have your stamina, swinging your weapons takes stamina, using the quick step to dodge takes stamina, then to use your special moves you need to bite and get blood, and then obviously you need to replenish that as well to be able to use your moves. So it's all about balancing, and I tell you what, some enemies are quite a challenge still, even though I'm a vampire, so I don't feel overpowered in this game whatsoever. Mesmerism. One of the most powerful abilities a vampire can deploy is the capacity to force a mortal to obey them. I call this trait Mesmerism, but it has nothing to do with the mortal ability to alter a subject's mental state. A vampire can bend a mortal to their will, and they can even break a mind. A vampire I interviewed even told me the more a subject tries to resist, the more permanent the damage will be, as if the vampire could literally fracture their target's psyche. Jesus. The same vampire explained to me that this ability required time to master, and that the result could vary wildly from one subject to another. Implant a false memory, erase a painful one, the possibilities are endless and frightening. Jesus. Yeah, so that is quite an impressive ability there. Just wanted to take a drink, guys. There's a lot of reading on this episode. Blood awareness. This may be the most catastrophic ability of all. Concerning vampires, since it is the cause of so many tragedies for them and us. Vampires crave for blood. They must use their will to restrain themselves from frenziedly. I've heard of frenzied, but not frenziedly. Frenziedly drinking every drop of blood they can see. They need blood to function and to express their full supernatural traits. A famished vampire can be very weak, even if he cannot die of hunger or thirst. This urge, this need for blood, may explain why a vampire is so aroused by it. A vampire confessed to me that blood could sometimes blind him, since its smell and attractiveness can be so strong. When he focuses, a vampire can almost see blood all around them, inside warm bodies, through walls, on a supposedly clean weapon, etc. The same vampire even told me that he can see if a mortal has clean blood or is ill, and that in some cases he can even sense disease, infected clothes, or even items in a room. If this is true, it could have so many medical applications, it almost is beggars belief. Yeah, it could actually. I suppose, now that I've read that, this is probably why he's so excited to have a doctor who's a vampire working here. I feel like they've done a good job, you know, with the vampires in this game. It's so easy in games to make vampires overpowered. So it's nice to feel like you aren't completely immortal, you know? Okay, so let's go to the workbench a second. Okay. Can actually upgrade this weapon. I kind of want to see, damn it, I can't use my weapons in here. Maybe it's not wise for me to upgrade my weapons yet, because I haven't tested out. Right, that takes 15 stamina to use, that takes 20, and that takes 20. That's only 45 damage. See, this is a lot faster. This takes 30 stamina. Actually, the speed is the same, it just takes up more stamina. Okay, right, I see. Well, it does more damage, so as long as I'm careful, I should be alright. Oh, I need one more common handle part. Damn it. Can't upgrade that. Okay, let's go back to the machete then and see if I can upgrade that. No! Common handle part. Damn it. What about the stake? Tiny common handle part I'm missing as well. Wow, I feel like I've done a good job at collecting materials from trash cans and cupboards and shit, but it seems like I haven't, because I can't upgrade anything. Right, okay, let's just go and sleep then, and choose what skills to improve. Is there a skill to increase my stamina? I wonder. Okay, that's quite nice. Blood barrier. It's a defensive move. So that gives me a little bit of defense now, which is nice. Jesus, that cost me 600. I've only got 300 left. Shadow Mist. Place a cloud of shadows at the target's feet or yours. The cloud will explode after a short time, causing heavy damage. I wonder if that can hurt me as well. I hope not. Okay, right, increase your life regeneration when using bite in combat. That is quite nice. Trying to decide what I want here. This would give me a new weapon. You throw a spear made of blood which can pass through enemies in front of you. Oh, screw it, we're getting this. Oh no, I don't have enough, I need 1,000. Damn. Okay, 50. Yeah, I can do that. I can increase my HP. There we go. Right, so I've gone for defense and also increasing my HP then. I'm now level 6. Well, hopefully this helps us out, guys. Analyze William Bishop's blood at the workbench. Here we go. Blood sample of William Bishop. A fresh sample of William Bishop's blood in a small tube. Analyzed to view blueprints. Okay, serums regenerate 300 health points instantly, then 150 health points over 15 seconds. I need sodium hypochlorite, I think, a solution, which I don't have. I need 2. I've got everything else though.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Well, yeah. We can live forever now. That's a lot of time. Right, rest. Cool. So this should progress the story now, guys.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Why am I level 1? I just quickly cut the video there, guys. I totally didn't notice, but I accidentally reset all of my skills. So I just went ahead and repurchased all the same skills that I already had. So at the bottom of the screen, it said confirm, and it also said rest. If you choose rest, it says spend 0 experience to reset all your skills. So that's what I accidentally did. So it looks like when it's telling me to go and rest in my bed, I need to just press confirm to sleep, and then obviously I'm not going to reset all my skills. I mean, unless you're supposed to reset all your skills when you rest to advance the story, but that doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, I've just gone ahead and sorted all that out, guys, so that you guys don't need to see me go through all that again. But anyways, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this series so far. Do you like how vampires are being portrayed in this game? Do you like the development of the characters and the story? And do you like the combat? I look forward to hearing your thoughts and opinions, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Check out all the support links down below in the video description. Remember, guys, you can support on Patreon and also via Streamlabs donations for my stream content and also my pre-record content, because YouTube is pretty bad and obviously funding really helps, guys. But anyways, thank you so much, take it easy, and I shall see you next time. Bye bye.